turn our attention to the Rocky Mountains, where a couple of Western Conference clubs face off in midweek action. Colorado Rapids 2 are still in search of their first win of the year, and it won't come easy against an Austin FC2 side that has become one of, if not the best defensive clubs in the league. My name is Josh Lill. I'm happy to have you with us tonight. Now, these two sides, they meet for the first time this year, and they come in riding different waves of the 2026 season. And for Eric Boucher and company, the starting lineup looks a lot different, and he told us in the days leading up to this match that we would see significant changes. Zach Campanolo not in net, and Kendall Starks gets the start. He is one of 5 changes in the starting lineup for Rapids 2. Kamal Sawadoga, who made his professional debut on Sunday, scored as well. He remains in the 11. Charlie Harper returns from red card suspension, and Sidney Wathuda, the motor of this attack and all the success that comes with it, will be a focal point on the dribble and creating for his teammates going forward. James Cameron, who normally is at that left back spot, is in at center forward, so that is a nifty switch up for Eric Boucher, but Cameron brings a lot of speed and pace no matter where he is on the pitch. You have to like that switch up in hopes of scoring more goals. And taking a look at the visitors, Coach Jason Shackle in year 1 looks to remain undefeated in May, and he trots Eric Lauta out between the sticks in hopes of accomplishing just that, who currently has 2 clean sheets on the season. Now, the side makes half a dozen changes in the starting 11 from the previous match. And up top, it's a complete switch of the front 3. Dobrevich, Saul, and Abarca get the starting nods. Now, this is a team that loves to possess the ball and get crafty in the final third. Jacobaro and Jorge Alastui are such a big part of the continuity and creativity in that middle part of the formation. It's a solid center back pairing as well. Jules Perry and Evan Watt, they have started and played in all 8 games together as a center duo. Well, we head out to Dick's Sporting Goods Park, home of the first team of Colorado Rapids, and this is where the second team took part in their match last Sunday, just a few days ago, in a 3-1 loss to Sporting Kansas City 2. Whereas Austin FC, well, they're coming off of an unconventional 3-0 victory. The match, well, it lasted over 4 hours, but that was due in part to a weather delay. We'll break down that and Coach Jason Shackle's thoughts on just how to get through in those moments when the match is severely delayed. Rapids 2 set to break the huddle. They're in the maroon kits with white letters and numbers, set to go left to right. Austin FC 2 will travel right to left in the white kits with dark letters and numbers. Rapids 2 have won the toss. They wait for the whistle. A check of the watch. And we are underway from Commerce City, Colorado. Colorado Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2. Kicking things off in midweek action here in match week 11. Chased into the corner. And Austin FC 2 cannot tiptoe to keep it in. Kendall Starks, the academy product for Colorado Rapids 2. The 18-year-old has made just 1 start on the year. He conceded 3 goals and made 2 saves in one of many losses this year for Colorado. But they do have pace early on. They get forward on the byline, set down, steered aside. It's sitting in the 6 and eventually cleared away. Starks quick to it. Austin FC 2 inviting that pressure early on. but not afraid to attack the ball. Dakota still with it. There's Kamal Sawadoga in his first professional appearance on Sunday. Scored a header on a corner kick that would give Rapids 2 the lead over SKC2, but it would not be enough as the side would commit their 4th red card on the season. Go down a man, and that 1-0 lead would disappear by the end of the half. They would trail 3-1, and that would be the final score. Dakota on that near flank. Rapids 2 values the ball and possession on the flanks. It's where they create a lot of their action and hope to open up play on the opposite side of the pitch. SKC2 did a good job of locking down those areas. Saw 4-3-3 formation listed for Austin, but right now it looks a little more like a 4-4-2. And Saul taken down by Kamal Sawadoga. Kendall Starks gets his first opportunity since match week 2 in a 3-1 loss to North Texas SC. The club fell 3-1, but Zach Campanola, while he has bailed out his team in many scenarios, whether it's 11-on-11 play or Rapids 2 playing down a man, it's a good switch up, both mentally and physically for Campanola, who's been asked to do a lot. He's made 25 saves on the air, but conceded 16 goals in the process. An opportunity today to just give the starting keeper an opportunity to recollect himself and prepare for the weekend as Austin FC2 will compete. So that's 3 games all within 7 days' time. But right now, Austin FC2 asking all the right questions. Look for a chance to cross. Keenan Hott along the byline. That header intended in the middle for Stewie. No one home at the 6-yard box. Left-footed shot, and it's stopped by Starks. Oh, what a dangerous opportunity. Right in the central column for Austin FC. After Stewie's chance, able to create right in the middle, and nobody picked up the attacker in the moment. Lucky enough, Kendall Starks, right place, right time. It's Stewie to take the corner kick. Outswinger to the back post. Popped up, and Rapids 2 escape for now. Austin FC2 coming off a 3-0 thumping of the Tacoma Defiance. Stewie, one of 3 different goal scorers. There's Vlad Danchutu, and Daniel Chesla got in on the action. Stewie converted a PK in the 58th minute before a 3-hour weather delay in Austin, Texas. They look for three today. This could be promising. It's on the ground and knocked away. The 3 goals scored in that match was the most in a single game this year for Jason Shackle's side. So even in the midst of all the success for the club, just another way to improve. Paves the way for a bright future for this Austin team, but buildup with pace to go, tripped up from behind, but it was a clean challenge, and Austin have numbers as that flag stays down. Service in, and it's collected by Starks. Austin FC in the Tacoma match, they did just about everything right, nearly double the amount of shots of their opponent. Led shots on target 7-1. That passing percentage eclipsed 86%. They were quite aggressive and not afraid to get to the ball. They led clearances and certainly made their name known on the fouls department, as you just saw there. They had 19 of them last match and won't be afraid to collect any more here today. Jason Shackle very proud of his team's performance, but recognized that is just a difficult situation to be thrown into with that lengthy of a rain delay. And that's where he gave all praise and credit to the trainers and the high performance staff who kept the guys fueled and ready to go. As Bryce Jamison making noise, gets to his left, and that shot rejected. But even throughout that break, the coaching staff, they talked a few things over, but understand there's not much you can do, especially there were only 10 minutes left in the match, barring stoppage time, when the delay happened right around the 80th minute or so. I did love they created a lot of chances. Austin, a team that has so many players with quality, not just to enter the ball into the box, but find guys in tough territory, as Rapids 2 could not connect. But the key improvement today that Jason Shackle would love to see is the understanding of when to hold the ball and also when to risk it. It's a little bit of a gray area right now for his side. He feels that if they can clean that up, they'll be sitting pretty come the end of May. Charlie Harper back to Kendall Starks. Tested ball up to Cameron. Wanted to hold on to that one. Now this is a Rapids 2 team on both sides of the ball that is very aggressive. They're willing to invite the press. Waiting for that trigger. They're very good going forward. One of the better 1v1 teams in this league, as that ball will slowly trickle out and set up a Kendall Starks goal kick. But the goal today is with this Austin press that you can see is set a very high line. Coach Eric Boucher wants to take advantage and use Austin's aggressiveness against them and find ways to play in behind. But it won't be easy. The visitors are very good at picking up the cues of when their opponents are going to want to play over them. And they're very good at pouncing on the weaknesses of their opponents day in and day out. This one's stolen away. Wathuda's cross backside, looking for Cameron on the back post and could not connect. And Sidney Wathuda, who did not start in Sunday's match against SKC2. in that moment, you can see brings such energy to the attack going forward. Just 4 minutes after Kamal Sawadogo's first professional goal on Sunday, Rapids 2, after a red card committed by Grant Gilmore, went down a man for the final 70 minutes of the match, as he moved there to put the defender on skates. Austin threatening. Hunt stays with it, but draws a corner kick. The key today for Rapids too, in the moments where they do get beat, and there's a bit of a helter-skelter vibe, you don't want to panic. That's where the red cards have stemmed from. A league-high 4 reds in 2026. The composure will be key for Eric Boucher's side if they do get beat, but based on the training sessions they've had, could be hard to do so. They've been quite locked in. As that one from distance cannot test Starks. Rapids 2 did not give up, though, after committing the red card and even going down 3-1. Throughout the final 70 minutes, they had 4 shots on target. They were still getting into the attacking third. They even set up plenty of corner kicks. They led that category 8-4, and they also cleared the ball plenty. But what Coach Boucher was really proud of was his side's ability to pass the ball even down a man. They eclipsed 400 passes on Sunday, just to show the ball movement that is a strength for Rapids 2. And they get forward with Chris Aquino. Aquino to Decoto, had to back down his defender. And loses it out beyond the byline. And Austin FC 2 take over. Weather right now in Commerce City, Colorado, it's 86 degrees with a bit of overcast. The wind 15 miles an hour to the north. No precipitation is expected, and by the end of the game, should be about 78 degrees. Austin win it high. Chance on the break with speed and pace. Saul with an errant touch, certainly not intended, and the whiff of the ball lands right to Starks. Austin FC 2 are a quick team, but they make their lives easy on their own accord by creating those short field situations, and that's a credit to the press set up by Jason Shackle and company. Cameron going forward. Aquino thought about it from the area, has a go from distance, and it's collected with ease by Eric Lauta. Play forward, Dobrevich. continuing to put their foot on the gas pedal. Haven't found that connecting piece. A couple of good chances, but nothing to show for it. Outside it goes. Dobrivich. Cross back post, and the flag was raised for offside. This part of the match is brought to you by UC Health. With personalized care and locations across Colorado, UC Health is here for you, no matter where your story takes you. UC Health, live extraordinary. Charlie Harper taking his time on the free kick. Rapids 2 collect just about as many free kicks as any club in the league, fifth most with 160. And we mentioned it on Sunday, these struggles that they've had picking up corner kicks and getting into the attacking third and allowing their side to set up for those set pieces. They're a taller team and certainly have plenty of talent to convert on the corner kicks. It's just setting up those chances, and a miscue creates a throw-in in the attacking half for Austin FC2. Jules Berry around, but that throw-in not at the right spot. Head official directs Trent DeBruna to the correct location, and Jason Shackle shaking his head in disapproval. This one poached free. Seemed as though a dangerous opportunity was brewing for Rapids 2. As Bilo Giap, so dangerous in open space, but could not break free, and it's those little efforts of Austin FC2's defense to just get a foot out in the run of play. Even the softest touch on the ball, or maybe a little nudge shoulder to shoulder to throw the attacking player off his hinge. It's a simple action, but it does so much. Dobrivich, they love getting him in these crossing scenarios deep in the left corner. But onto his right, sees a chance, and couldn't find the head of Ibrahim Assault. Austin FC2 face Rapids 2 for the 11th time, and that's the most of any opponent that the visitors have ever taken on. Recent history not in their favor, though. Just one goal in the last two meetings against Rapids 2, where Colorado, they've had the upper hand with a 4-1 victory and a 1-0 victory. Bilo Giap has had his way with Austin 2 in recent days. His 3 goals against the Black and Verde, the most of any active player in this series history. And Giap has his pass poached free, and with a late challenge, sure to be a yellow card, and it is. Unsporting behavior there. The Austin player a little shaken up. It's Keenan Hott, the former Red Bull New York Academy player, in an awkward spot, taken down from behind, and Giap picks up his second booking of the 2026 season.
A yellow card was issued to Colorado Rapids to number 26, Bilo Giap. 22nd minute.
Jules Berry seeks to pick out that perfect first pass, and my goodness, it's a good one. But it seemed Diego Abarca was offside on that right flank, but what a pass it was. It needed to be just a little bit shorter. The El Paso native just a couple steps off from having his run timed perfectly. That's the technical ability of these Austin players that can hurt you so much. The skill to play over you, through you, and around you. As Decoto pries it free, it's a clean challenge and eventually deflected out of play. And Decoto, who's seen playing time increase over the years, out of Xavier University. His minutes for the Musketeers continued to grow throughout those few years in Ohio. The 86th pick in the MLS's most recent draft. He's seen big minutes here for Eric Boucher, makes his 6th start in 8 matches. And has yet to record his first professional goal contribution, but with his aggressive play and ability to get forward, it's certain that that goal contribution is not too far away. Oh, what a move that would have been in the middle of the pitch. Oh, Stewie in search of the run of Saul. It was a clean flick, but just a tad bit inaccurate. Heavy touch from Rapids 2 sets up a throw in, and Austin need to make sure that it's in the right spot. They had the defense lacking in that throw in just a few minutes ago, but they're in the wrong spot. Interception on the far side. Numbers for Rapids 2. James Cameron stumbles a bit. Jamison on the byline. Aquino puts the brakes on, and that soft-served pass intercepted. Rapids 2 bringing on the onslaught of their press. Can the visitors escape? No, they cannot. And Wathuda, after an awkward touch, hits the deck in pain. Bit of a lower body collision there with Ibrahim Asal. This portion of the match is brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Wathuda back to his feet and heads to the near touchline to talk things over with Eric Boucher and await instruction from the 4th official. Lyndon Strohmeyer and Chris Aquino will take this set piece. It's an area that Rapids 2 have seen a lot of play via repetition. Now can they capitalize? Chris Aquino, it's his take. It's knocked away. And a good setup and structure from Austin FC 2. They want to win this in transition, and somehow Ibrahim Asal gets to the ball. What a play and one heck of a run. He had Jaden Chantak draped all over him and somehow worked his way through. Simply just won his way to the ball. It was a 50-50 chance between the two. It looked like Chantak had Saul beat on the plate. And the Senegal native simply drifted down the pitch. And it's a big opportunity. It sets up an Austin corner kick. To Bruno over short side. And swinging ball. Back post and cannot find anybody. Goal today for Rapids too is simply keep all 11 men on the pitch for the full 90 minutes. They've collected a red card in 3 of their last 4 contests. And 2 of those 3 occurring in the first half of play. That was the case on Sunday. As Bryce Jamison has room to work. Jamison onto his right. Jamison looking for the far post and couldn't find it. What a play in transition for the Atlanta native. It wasn't going to be easy. That's the thing with these Rapids 2 forwards. You give them an inch of space, and they'll take a mile with it. The execution piece still a project in the making for Rapids 2. But the more they see these chances, the higher likelihood that they'll finish strong. Tough play, and Chakabara sends it out wide to the right. Keenan Hott switches the field of play. A little overzealous in the attempt. In terms of the speed on the ball, the placement was quite good. Bruno, the intended target. And although Rapids 2 come in with a record of 6 losses and 3 draws, no PK victories or regulation wins, as Rapids 2 nearly gave that away. Put Austin in an advantageous position. The record really doesn't speak volumes to the type of matches that the team has been, even in the midst of the red cards and the struggles this year. They've been in just about every game, including draws. They've been in 4 one-score games. 3 of those have been draws. Although both these sides, they had a very light April. The Rapids 2 faithful, if you thought the 3 games last month were a shortage, well, Austin FC 2, they only played twice. They had a pair of 1-1 results and split in PKs on both those matches. And in one of those games, they took points off Dynamo 2, and currently they are the only club to have done that in MLS Next Pro. And here at the half-hour mark in Commerce City, Colorado, Austin FC 2 look for a massive road victory to stay undefeated in May. And of course, the big headline surrounding Rapids 2. Will they pick up their first victory of any kind here today? Stay tuned for the next hour to find out. I'm Josh Lill. Could not be happier to have you with us today. Beautiful weather. And a quick turnover. Oh, Stewie sends that one way down yonder and out for a goal kick. This part of the match is brought to you by Kiewit, the official construction and engineering partner of the Colorado Rapids. Tight quarters to play out of the back, and it's poached free. Chance for Austin, and a massive denial. Oh, what a block from Charlie Harper. He put his body on the line. And that could save a result in the end for Rapids 2. My goodness, a turnover right in the box. Kendall Starks was left helpless. And it's Charlie Harper coming to the rescue. What a big moment for the 22-year-old. Had to sit out last match on red card suspension and comes in for right now. When you take both sides into equation, probably the biggest play of the match. We'll see if that changes. As Jamison couldn't get ahead of Dren de Bruna. Rapids too, a very good passing team as we mentioned. 400 passes down a man last match, and they're sitting right around that 86% threshold for passing accuracy on the season. They pick their moments well, and they have the right personalities moving the ball. Kamani Stewart-Baines, who is on the bench for this Colorado team, very good when he's on the pitch. Depending on the lineup, it's either him or Jabari Dakota manning that right flank. Sidney Wathuda, so key in bringing the ball through the thirds. They have a lot of options they can go to. It's been a bright spot this year for Eric Boucher. Abarca. Ups inside. Keep the pressure on Stewie onto his left from distance, and Starks. He did get a hand on it. How about Kendall Starks having to go leaps and boundaries to keep that one out of the back of the net. What a glorious finish it would have been, as Jorge Stewie did not have a lot of room to work. Corner kick incoming for the visitors. Diego Abarca. Swinging ball, headed and over the net. Ibrahima Asal. Right place, right time, but got a little too under the ball. And allowed Rapids 2 to come away unscathed. Chantek's ball deflected, sent forward in a hurry. Rapids 2 able to draw the foul. Just under 10 minutes until the announcement of stoppage time. Rapids 2 look quite comfortable. Williston FC 2, they're displeased, eager for more. Houston right now 7 shots compared to Colorado's 3. They lead shots on target 2-1 as well. Houston have accumulated 4 corner kicks. I haven't seen that from Rapids 2, of course. That is one of their Achilles heels. Strohmeyer. Jamison. Couldn't find Chantek. It's Cameron on his right. That shot deflected. Aquino. Cameron resets. Strohmeyer and Wathuda, quarterbacks of this action. They've got that first pass down, but not able to make a second entry. Houston with a baiting defense. It looks inviting, but it's quite the opposite as Dakota breaks through the tackle. Bryce Jamison. Crafty move on the byline, centering ball, and it's out of play. And there is the first corner kick of the evening for Colorado Rapids 2. Now, I'm sure Jason Shackle and company did their homework. This is the exact spot from the exact corner flag where Kamal Sawadelko struck on Sunday. He's wearing number 79 and currently right in the mix of all the action right over the penalty spot. We'll see if they can connect. Headed back post, batted away. One-timer out of the air, and it's inaccurate. Great attempt, and it was all set up by Bryce Jamison. He took the ball through the attacking third, and simply made a play on the byline, drew that corner kick. Slow roller. Slips by the defense, and no one there to pick up that pass. Shackle with his hands on his head. It sets up Giop. What a stop there from Eric Lautza. Goes out of play for another Rapids 2 corner kick. And while that pass was flashy from Austin, it was a dangerous flick nonetheless that nearly resulted in a goal, and Jason Shackle in near tears on that near sideline. Needs his side to come through here defensively. They understand how good Rapids 2 are on set pieces. They'll need a stop. Last touched by Austin. And Rapids 2 maintaining play in the attacking third. Showing a little more comfortability. And eager to capitalize. Everybody at the near side post for Rapids 2. Floated in, knocked away. Popped up by Harper. Challenge in the area. Rapids 2 wanted a penalty. And the head official with certainty allows play to continue. Saul tripped up. Just under 5 minutes until stoppage time. It's been a fairly even match, and right now the training staff will be motioned onto the pitch to check on the injured Austin man. Dilo Giop, the last Rapids 2 player, over to the huddle. Wanted to check on the injured man for the visitors. He's currently being tended to. As both sides will get a bit of hydration before play is continued, and the injured man is up off his feet. Ibrahim Asal, the injured man for Austin FC2. It's good to see him to his feet, and will limp off the pitch. We send our best wishes to Ibrahim Asal and a speedy recovery as he attempts to jog off that short injury. He's been such a key focal point for a team that has not lost in regulation since March 1st, which was match week 1. It's all certainly the focal point of this 7-match unbeaten streak. With a goal and an assist on the year. He's certainly proved to be a key player, not just in the starting 11, but coming off the bench. Today's 5th start in his 8th appearance. Dobrivich tiptoeing. They wanted to unleash him for crossing opportunities more. Rapids too have done a valiant job of getting to the spot to take it away. They work on the left. Now this, on the right side, excuse me. De Bruyne. Dobrivich. Sitting on the ground in the 6th and poached free. Wathuda led the team in key passes coming into the week. Gets it forward. Aquino through the middle. Giop there, and it's long. Did not take a touch. And it sets up an Eric Lautic goal kick. But what an impressive run to go the length. And that is where Sidney Wathuda is so versatile. He can play at that winger spot, even as a center forward. But today as a central midfielder, goes the distance. Unable to wreak havoc in transition. Colorado unable to capitalize though.
The 4th official has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes will be added to the first set.
We have hit stoppage time, and it's official. The 4th official has indicated 3 minutes of added time. Not much more to go here. Now this is the part of the match that Eric Boucher has talked about over the past couple of weeks, when his side has been trailing 2-1, and on conceding a late goal, a 2-1 deficit versus a 1-1 even score, or even a 3-1 to 2-1 deficit. There's a big difference, as a yellow card has just been shown down the pitch. It's been shown to Dren De Bruyne. So long story short, a goal here for either side could be such a momentum shifter.
A yellow card was issued to
the trends of both these teams, it really could impact the season. And Austin unbeaten over their last 7. Rapids too in search of that first victory. They'll have just under 2 minutes to put something wondrous together. It would be a wonder indeed. Starks takes the easy look to Aquino. Room to work for Jamison. Tikoto slips by. De Bruyne back on him. Splits the double team. And Strohmeyer cycles it around. Cameron. Landon Strohmeyer. Jabari Tikoto skies that one into the area. Players had to battle in the sun. Wathuda Cameron. Tikoto is forward. They're relying on Wathura. Jamison has been good on his right foot, getting to the byline, and a heavy touch. That's the build for Rapids 2, which seemed so promising in the moment. Just a few seconds left. Eric Lauta to send this one deep and get both clubs to halftime cleanly. There is the halftime whistle. We are scoreless in Commerce City, Colorado at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2 unable to get on the board. And coming up in our halftime show, we get to know a talented young player carving his own path in the Big Apple and an announcement that will shift the landscape of Next Pro, plus highlights and stats after this brief timeout.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Colorado Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2 are scoreless at the break. And welcome back to Commerce City, Colorado. Stay tuned for the second half. It should be a good one. But there is no shortage of success stories in MLS. Coming out of the New York market, another solid young player is making his way with NYCFC. So let's get to know Arnau Farnos.
I think for sure was my mom. She was the first one to know it because she was working, and I sent her a message and I was like, please don't call because we have a meeting right now. But like I have to tell you, like they just told me like they want me to sign first team deal. So she was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was definitely my mom. Hi, I'm Arnau Farnos, and I'm a midfielder / winger, and I play for New York City FC. When I signed here with the second team, my goal was always to be part of the first team, and since the moment I got drafted, that was my goal, that was my dream. And nothing is easy, you know, so that's why you have to work for it. Every call-up is an opportunity. And I'm thankful for the coaches to give me those opportunities. But like, it's not about the the games. It's about every day, how you practice, how you prepare yourself, physically and mentally. And when the opportunity comes, that you have to be ready and know that if you have the opportunity, you have to prove yourself. They push you a lot, which is a really good sign. But they also have a really good connection with the team, special connection with the players also. And they are open, which is also important for a player because it gets you confident when you play and when you train. And he was always super close, coach and all the staff, and give me a lot of confidence to me. And that's why I feel like I'm super happy for being part of this team, for the confidence from the staff and also from the players. One of the things, for example, Nico always says when he's here is like, and I've took it from all the players as well, but like you are doing what you like and what's your passion. So coming here to practice, you are privileged, you know, having this job because you are doing something that you really like and you really can, you grow with it. And coming here every day, yeah, there is people working for you, for the treatment, they're cooking for you, and how many people would love to have and to be in the position that you are right now. So I would say just enjoy the moment, push yourself in the moment that you have to push yourself, and yeah, enjoy. Super excited at the moment when I saw the ball going in. I kind of didn't believe it at the beginning, but after it was like a happiness feeling, you know, especially after with all my teammates, like they congratulated me at the end of the game, and everybody came to support me and saying congratulations, and it was a really happy moment and a special moment in my career. I think I had a lot of good coaches in my career. I would say probably when I was at Celta, I would say Claudio. But I would say my best moment playing soccer was the decision to make here and go to college. The 4 years at Oregon State with all the coaches I had and all the staff I had, they really helped me develop myself physically and mentally. And I think it was the step that I needed in order to be a professional soccer player. So I'm super grateful for the opportunity that the Oregon State gave me. Keep supporting us, keeping showing ourselves, keep coming to our games, because probably right now we are not having the best, we are not in the best moment of the season, but we're for sure gonna come back, and we're for sure gonna give some happy news soon to the fans.
Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Very excited to be here officially. You know, I helped out a little bit last year. You know, I really enjoyed my time working with the players, working with the staff. So, you know, I'm glad to be able to be on the staff full time and be involved. Towards the end of my career, I started thinking about what, you know, I wanted to do, you know, post playing, and, you know, coaching was something that for a while I didn't know if I wanted to do it. When my kids started to get a little bit older and I started doing it with them, you know, I started enjoying it, and I thought, you know, I had a lot of knowledge that I could pass down to, you know, young players. That's kind of an easy decision after thinking about it. There's lots of different things that I can teach them from my career, but also, you know, the mentality, you know, the intensity, the winning mentality is what I want to bring to the young guys, because they're going to need that. I played at a high level college, and I was still like a little bit overwhelmed when I first got here, you know, and it's the adaptation. If you don't do it quick at that time, then you were kind of out of the system. But now I think, especially with the academy and bringing those guys up and then moving into a environment like MLS Next Pro with North Texas, then I think it's a big jump in the quality of, you know, everything that is involved with this. And I think it's huge for developing players. I think there used to be a lot of guys who kind of got pushed out of the system if it wasn't working right away, but now those guys maybe get a second chance and can develop into good players. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, it feels like home. Like you said, I've been here for a long time. I know a lot of people here. You know, I knew John beforehand. I knew a lot of the other staff beforehand, and even some of the players I still know. So it's just nice to be back in a familiar environment and be able to give these players my knowledge. This year, I think my goal is to improve our defensive solidarity. Obviously, I want to try to improve individually the players in the defensive line, help them improve their tendencies. But as a unit, I want our group to be solid and to give up less goals. That's always the goal. And for me, that was like my big thing as a player throughout my career. I always wanted to give up less goals, and I think that's something I want to pass on to these defensive players.
MLS has agreed to a deal that will see global investment firm KKR make a strategic investment and partner with MLS Next Pro. KKR will inject capital into MLS Next Pro with an eye on growing the league and its footprint around the continent. In conjunction with MLS, the partnership will oversee commercial strategy as it looks to move the 27 MLS-affiliated Next Pro teams into new markets with an eye on building brands within those communities and seeking stadium development deals. We will no doubt see and hear more about this in the coming seasons. Plenty of excitement around the future of MLS Next Pro and this global investment. It'll be very cool to see the league's growth over the next several years. And right now, Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2 would love to grow their respective leads as we are scoreless at the break. But we have plenty of news around Next Pro. So let's start off with some scores around the league and what's taken place over the last few days. I love those. Colorado Rapids 2 did fall on this very pitch to SKC 2, 3-1. After committing a red card and conceding 3 straight goals. Cincinnati 2 victorious in the Hell is Real Derby, 2-1 over Columbus Crew 2. New England Revolution, a clash of the Northeast, able to win over NYCFC 2. And on Saturday, leading into the match weekend, it was the show of the visitors, Houston Dynamo 2 and North Texas SC, with a couple of victories for the state of Texas on Saturday. So much excitement around the league here in match week 11. Plenty of games here tonight, this very Wednesday, and of course throughout the weekend. Carolina Core and Chicago Fire set to do battle. Core still looking for their first regulation victory. Houston Dynamo 2. Right now, the best team in MLS Next Pro will look to defend that top-seeded title. North Texas hosts SKC 2, and wrapping up Saturday, LAFC 2 will battle with Ventura County FC. And opening up play on Sunday, Revs 2 and Orlando City B will duke it out. Philly hosts Columbus Crew 2. And of course, the Hudson River Derby, Red Bull New York 2 and NYCFC 2. Should have some fireworks in that one to close out play on Sunday. Well, we may have not had a goal in the first half, but there was plenty to be excited about here as Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2 are scoreless at the break. I'm Josh Lill. Happy to have you with us. And let's look at how we got to where we are. No goals to show for it, but we'll give you all the best chances that we had early on for Austin FC 2. They were making short work of the pitch, and it's Ibrahim Asal not able to put that one through. Kendall Starks with the early denial, and then a giveaway with a bit of a shove and a key defensive block by Charlie Harper to keep this one scoreless. Then off the corner kick, which Rapids 2, they collected a few of those late on. Charlie Harper couldn't capitalize off the free ball. And lastly, Bilo Giap from a difficult angle rifles that one off the side netting. And that is how we are still scoreless at the break. Stellar play by both goalkeepers, but better defense by all 22 players on the pitch. We'll be back for the final 45 minutes of play here in just a few moments. Stick with us. Half number 2 coming up.
can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
The unique energy of a Sunday night. Ideal for calm music, whispers, stargazing, reflection, and a relaxed environment. Sunday nights were made for this.
Colorado Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2 look to break the scoreless deadlock here in the second half of play. I'm Josh Lill. Happy to have you with us. A couple of substitutions for Austin FC 2. Vlad Danchutu and Patrick Kaeli hop onto the pitch for Jason Shackle, and no changes for Eric Boucher and company for Rapids 2. They're confident with their squad, and they feel that this is the lineup that can propel the team to their first victory of any kind here in 2026. Whereas Austin FC 2, of course, they have gone 7 consecutive unbeaten. They are the only team to have taken points from Houston Dynamo 2 this season. There's so much to be excited about for both sides, and plenty of energy here in this second half. We'll see where it takes us. Austin FC 2, they switch sides, now going left to right. Rapids 2, right to left in the maroon kits with white letters and numbers. The visitors in their white kits with dark letters and numbers. Vlad Danchutu, newly entered into the game, will start off the second half between Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2. Again, I'm Josh Lill. Could not be happier to have you with us tonight. Again, as we mentioned, a couple of additions for Jason Shackle made official, as Abarca could not get to the ball before Kendall Starks, making just his second start on the year. In the absence of Zach Campanola, who is available on the bench. Coach Boucher mentioned that Rapids 2 would shake a lot of things up in the lineup going into this midweek affair. Ibrahim Assal out of this one. Patrick Kaeli, the defender, in, and he replaces Trent De Bruyne. This one on the ground and played through. Riley Thomas. Danchutu. Vlad Danchutu. And Kendall Starks on his knees, collects that save with ease. Still picturesque weather in Commerce City at Dick's Sporting Goods Park, home of the Colorado Rapids first team. 81 degrees with a bit of overcast. The wind has picked up. Now it's 17 miles an hour. Makes it feel a little cooler than it is. It's 81 and feels like 76, but that is perfect weather for footy. And I think anyone would agree with me on that one. Eric Boucher's side looking to get out of this match without a red card. It hasn't been easy for Colorado in terms of the game plan and how to make those adjustments. They've done well, even down a man, able to pass the ball at a proficient rate with high numbers. But today they've gone toe for toe with one of the best in the Western Conference in Austin FC 2. We're second in all of MLS Next Pro in goals allowed with 8. They've allowed the lowest amount of shots coming into this match with 26. And their 4 shutouts rank amongst the league's best as well. Chantak, centering ball, below Giap. Nice job to hold that play. Allow reinforcements to get forward just a tad bit more. Austin FC making it quite difficult to get that ball entered. Lauda over the heads of Danchutu. And the defense can retrieve with ease. Kamal Sawadogo in his second professional match. Got his first start and goal on Sunday. That was such a big win for Rapids too. A small victory nonetheless as this is popped up. Giap attempts a bicycle kick or something close to that. They win the free kick, but Coach Eric Boucher did not have a lot of options just with what was available due to first team selection, injury, red card suspension, and having a pull from the academies. They felt really good about the play of Kamal Sawadogo. James Cameron has that taken away. And Eric Boucher, even again through these struggles thus far this season, feels like the club is winning every day. You look at Nathan Chumba, the 15-year-old Aurora, Colorado native, who played and started in every match up until most recently on Sunday, when he was unavailable. To have a 15-year-old academy player, that is a win for Eric Boucher and company in terms of the development and trusting someone with such young energy and high potential to come in and play pivotal minutes. And that's the same case with Kamal Sawadogo. Even mentioned Sebastian Siegler, who came off the bench and made his professional debut. He's naturally a 6, a holding defensive midfielder, but came in and played the center back position. With these academy players, you could talk about the high potential, the high motor, but it's really the ability for these young academy guys who are 15 and 16 years old to manage professional situations. That's what's really put a smile on the face of Coach Eric Boucher this year. Took a touch, stays with Colorado, and a couple of more substitutions. Head to the pitch for Jason Shackle. Mohamed Badawia, a Los Angeles native, set to come on for pivotal moments. And we were just talking about teenagers and the importance with Rapids too. And there goes Eric Lisboa Feliciano, the 16-year-old Austin FC Academy player, onto the pitch. Just his 4th appearance as a professional. Mohamed Badawia, another academy player who took part in 11 matches and accumulated 247 minutes a year ago. He's on late for the Black and Verde. Badawia started on an amateur deal recorded his first professional goal contribution this season. Still seeks that first score. Both can still be desired for Feliciano. As the service in, it was inviting, but could not be finished. Lisboa Feliciano has also been a successful youth international with the United States U16 team. One goal in a couple of matches with the United States. Opportunity in a match where the result is a must-need and at least 2 points for Austin if they want to stay in contention for a very competitive MLS Next Pro Western Conference. They go short. Not a lot of life to that ball. Salvadogo heads it down. And Austin can recollect. Barry. Aggressive send to Thomas. Flicks it up. Badawia on the ground. It's finished! Right place, right time, and what a cross from Badawia. And he connects in front of the net. Eric Lisboa Feliciano, what a moment. That is his first professional goal, and a moment that the 16-year-old will never forget. This play all set up by Mohamed Badawia on the send from Jules Barry, and he's flicked over by Riley Thomas, and it's finished in front. And yes, there's celebration for Lisboa Feliciano, but you can see the praise that Badawia's teammates have for his creative ability on that play.
Austin FC 2 goals scored by number 37.
Austin finally break through right before the hour mark. Another through ball forward. This one for Danchutu, it's rejected. Kendall Starks right there, and Wathuda in a heap of trouble. Trapped in his own corner. And baits it out for a goal kick. This part of the match is brought to you by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, let's go places. Eric Lisboa Feliciano, officially credited with the goal. Got to the right spot at the right time. Could have another chance as Badawia with 1 assist already. Drifting shot. No room for that one to get through. Keenan Hott wanted all of it. Chance of transition. Jamison goes down. And the ball was played. It's too desperate for a free kick there or advantage to be played. They won't get their wish. Jorge Alastui will jog it up. Austin FC coming off of back-to-back shutouts. Shut out North Texas SC 2-0 and followed that up with a 3-0 thumping on Tacoma Defiance. Badawia. Aggressive attempt, and Alastui slowed his run. It stays on. Play continued for the moment, but it eventually was whistled out. And it didn't look like that Colorado defense heard the whistle as Kendall Starks with a palms up reaction to that play. Stewie doesn't slow down his run. Very well could be looking at another score for Austin. Austin FC this year, 2 wins and a PK victory on the road. They've been good away from home, and that's where championship teams are made. They shut out Tacoma 1-0 back in March on the road. Escaped in penalties against Ventura County. And most recently, like we mentioned, North Texas. For no match for the men of Jason Shackle. Adrian Gonzalez unavailable for Austin FC this match. Thomas. Austin taking advantage of the space. Sent inside and cleaned up by Kendall Starks. At the hour mark, Austin FC up 1-0 courtesy of Aaron Clisbo Feliciano. Mohamed Badawiya officially credited with the assist. And it's his second of the year. Jorge Alistui having a word with the head official about his previous action of kicking the ball. Most likely a warning. And Jaden Chantak can continue his throw-in duties. Rapids 2 still in search of their first victory of any kind this year. For Austin FC coming into the year, with this being the first year of Jason Shackle at the club's helm, I wanted the club to be more of an offensive threat. It's known throughout the entirety of the Austin FC club. They live and die by possession. They're very good at it, have the ability to get on the counter, but they stick with what works. I felt that these players, they had a good foundation of holding on to the ball and seeking out the best passes going forward, not working in a rushing manner. But this year it's about punishing teams more, and they scored 3 goals for the first time this season against Tacoma this past weekend, and that certainly is a stepping stone. But right now the big lesson throughout the first year for Jason Shackle is just learning that movement with players going up to the first team and having a fluctuation of academy players moving up through the ranks of the club. There's a lot of emotions that come with it. He's learned to manage that and be there for these guys individually and develop those relationships, and they're threatening right now as that cross cannot find a head, and Kendall Starks works with pace. Cameron has Giop in the central column. Doesn't look that way. Jamison from distance, and it's long over the head of Eric Lauta. Eric Lauta taking his time as things get sorted out and play eventually resumes. This part of the match is brought to you by American Family Insurance. Life's better when you're protected under our roof. Numbers, it's a 4-on-3 for Austin. MLS Stewie. Outside. Lofted ball and cleared away. Eric Lisboa, Feliciano, Vlad Danchutu. And a couple of others for Austin FC, able to work quickly and make transition. Not an easy scenario for Colorado. Header into the back post, and it's collected by Riley Thomas. Header chance not even close to Kendall Starks. That ball somehow, that was tight roping that near flank. At one point the spin did take it out, and it sets up 3 substitutions for Rapids 2. Jaden Chantak's day ends. And it brings in Kamani Stewart-Baines. Certainly brings a handful for defense on the dribble. Landon Strohmeyer will rest for the rest of the match, and Noah Stronauer, another academy product, will take his place. And lastly, Chris Aquino will make way for the final substitution. It's Josh Copeland. We've seen Josh Copeland and Bryce Jamison get and start atop the formation a few times this year. It's a lethal combo and certainly has capabilities of evening this matchup at 1 apiece. Jantu somehow gets through. Nice ball across. It is corralled. Chance centering in the middle. They don't take it. It's a hefty shot. My goodness! What a goal! And what a moment for Mohamed Badawiya. Taking a previous look here. Danchutu across. It's settled down, and yeah, Badawiya calling for the ball. That is his first professional goal. And he nets it to an area where Kendall Starks had no business at it. Austin have doubled their lead in a short amount of time. 2 goals in 12 minutes. The lone goals today for Austin FC2 have come from 2 academy products who have scored their first 2 professional goals. Would not be shocked if Eric Lisboa, Feliciano, and Mohamed Badawiya go out for some ice cream or a nice dinner after this one. And all of a sudden, now I'm making myself hungry. And Rapids 2 had played such good defense in the first half, and they found struggles here. Defending in transition has been a little difficult for Rapids 2 here in the second half. How can they respond? Kamani Stewart-Baines, the right man on the ball for that response. He can cross it. It's sitting on the backside and eventually knocked away. It sets up a corner kick for Rapids 2. This has been their bread and butter. Can they capitalize? Jamison again the intended target, but we've seen on his header attempts tonight, he's gotten a little too under the ball. That's made it impossible to put it on frame. Rapids 2 will jog back into their defensive positions with a little bit of frustration and a chip on their shoulder. They're an aggressive team. They're quick. Can they win the ball high and somehow stump this Austin team, who's been very sound in their ball movement? Also, Eric Lisboa Feliciano with his first 2 ever goal contributions today, a goal and then an assist on the Badawia goal. What a day for the Austin FC Academy. Can another Academy player add to the party? Only time will tell. About 21 minutes until we hit stoppage time, and another promising attack here in transition. Eric Lisboa Feliciano with a touch. Although the arm is up, and it's offside against Austin. Once the champions of the league in 2023 in their first year of existence, Austin FC 2 from day one made it clear the type of team they want to be. We talk about the possession-oriented style of play, but it's defense. And I don't mean to sound cliche here, but defense wins championships. And in the year they won, back in 2023, they conceded 23 goals in 28 games and accumulated 12 shutouts en route to the MLS Next Pro Cup. Although they haven't qualified for the playoffs since that run, this year could be the year for Jason Shackle in his first year, who had nothing but great things to say about the former head coach of Austin FC 2, Brett Utley, in terms of the culture he set up at Austin FC 2. Leading his side to a championship and setting the tone for years to come. And over several years, that's where you get the true growth in the academy. And today it's quite exemplary with the play of the academy players this very evening. Cameron testing the long ball. This part of the match is brought to you by UC Health. With personalized care and locations across Colorado, UC Health is here for you no matter where your story takes you. UC Health, live extraordinary. More numbers again for Austin FC 2. They found their luck in transition. Can they connect again? And Lisboa Feliciano sends that one long. Excuse me, that was Mohamed Badawia. And a booking issued on the far side. Another yellow card against Rapids 2. That yellow card shown to Jabari Decoto. His second booking on the year. And right now an Austin player is down on the pitch as we near the 75th minute. This Austin FC 2 defense has been hard to penetrate today. Jason Shackle recognized the identity that's been here, but it's about putting bodies on the line just tidying up the little things in terms of body shape, how to cover two people at once. And it's a club that's still working on that communication. They're growing more comfortability with each other. That has grown over time, but Coach Shackle and company still feel that communication can take another level. As Riley Thomas, the injured man for Austin FC, will see the end of his day. Brings on Daniel Chesla. We've seen plenty of starts at left back. And now the back line for Austin FC2 is exactly what it was in the Tacoma match. From left to right, Daniel Chesla, Jules Berry, Evan Watt, and Petra Kaeli.
Number 2, Riley Thomas. Entering the game, number 14, Daniel Tischler. Tischler replaces Thomas, 74th minute.
Thomas exits with the injury, and we are back underway. I don't think we've spoken enough today about Jacobara, who's been a calming presence in the midfield for Austin FC2. Often found for that first pass when building out at the back is Badawia. Evades defenders. Sets up something nicely here on the attack, and after that pass, he makes his run. He is with it, and his body moving at a different pace of his mind. It was an awkward shot. Didn't have much to it. Here's Jacobaro in pursuit. He's been key in the ball movement, just getting between that first and second line of defense for Colorado as Kamani Stewart Baines goes down. On his own accord, of course. Dan Chutu eventually tripped off. Substitution ready here for Rapids 2. We'll wait the signal of the fourth official. Likely to let the throw in go first, but I could be wrong. A free kick, excuse me, off the foul. It's Chesla who resumes play. It's intercepted. And down just 2 goals. There is plenty of time for Rapids 2 to climb their way back into this match. They have to act quickly. They have their outside threat. Kamani Stewart Baines into the match. A couple of fantastic players up top with great finishing capabilities, and Josh Copeland and Bryce Jamieson. More or less the field general, Sidney Wathuda. Hasn't been able to hit his full stride today. Put here late is a cross, not even close, and results in a goal kick. Here is the substitution. Boucher with late changes. Nathan Chumba, the 15-year-old Aurora, Colorado native, an academy man in. Mal Sawadogo exits for the evening. And Chumba will likely fall in. We'll see if there's any sort of shift on the back line as Sawadogo occupies that center back role. Chumba more of a defensive midfielder. But as for now, seems to be in that midfield. It looks like more of a back 3 now, with Decoto and Cameron operating the outside. That likely leaves Charlie Harper at that central defender role, but of course, when you have the wingbacks out there, they certainly cover a lot of space, and either one or both could fall in. Might need it here. 3-on-3. Reinforcements coming for Austin. And right to the pocket goes the head official. And Charlie Harper, who was red carded a couple matches ago, sees a yellow. his 3rd overall card this year. Gives Austin the opportunity on the free kick.
Yellow card was issued to Colorado Rapids to number 37, Charlie Harper, from the 70th.
He goes short. Jacobaro. Cheshla wants to give and go. And Badawia evades defenders. He gets by a second. He leaves it through. Could this be? Oh, what a chance. Vlad Danchutu could not finish it. And he could not believe it either. That would have been one of the best sequences in MLS Next Pro up to this point in the season. Mohamed Badawia making defenders miss left and right. Starks. James Cameron. An aggressive player going forward. We'll see if they can get him into the equation. With a 3-back system now, after the exit of Kamal Sawadoga, there might not be a lot of room for him to get forward, and a lot of the defense on the back could fall on the weight of Charlie Harper. If players can get forward indeed, but here they are on the break, Austin FC 2. Danchutu. Rapids 2 are back in time. Cheshla. Back around. And up next for Austin FC 2. In just a few short days, on the 17th, they will host St. Louis City 2. Kickoff at 7:30 local time. St. Louis has had the upper hand in that series history. Austin FC has not defeated St. Louis since 2023. With the ride that this team has been on, they are certainly overdue for that victory. Rapids 2 will go on the road after playing 3 consecutive matches at home. They'll face Real Monarchs next Wednesday, so a nice weekly break, and they'll get the weekend off. They kick off at 6:30 local time. They do lead that all-time series, 4 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. The competition that these two teams have had to face, it's certainly not easy. Rapids 2 have faced 4 out of the current top 5 in the Western Conference for MLS Next Pro. Faced Dynamo Dos back in week 1. Fell to San Jose about a month and a half ago. Fell in PKs to St. Louis, and of course now taking on Austin. The only member of the top 5 they've not seen is Ventura County. That matchup will come exactly a month from today on the road. Sure to be a tough test. Badawia through. Starks on it. And You mentioned the strength of the schedule for Rapids too. The same can be said for Austin FC, as they have a handful to deal with right now. Copeland, Kamani Stewart-Baines on his right, it's stopped. Eric Lauta quick to the ground, and uses that right hand to put an end to the Colorado attack for now. We'll see what else they have in store. Cameron, inaccurate. Austin, though, they have faced Ventura County, Houston. They've seen a couple of the top teams in this Western Conference, and of course, after their meeting with St. Louis in just a few days, they'll have faced 3 out of the top 4 in the West. Both sides getting a chance at some pretty good competition early on in the season, and of course that can strengthen you going forward in terms of what is needed to take on the league's best. Jason Shackle knew that his side had to take risks today in order to beat Rapids too. They were able to get both of their goals in transition. And of course, sometimes the opportunity presents itself, but nonetheless, it's a risk. Numbers get forward in a quick fashion. And if anything goes wrong, the opponent has plenty of players forward. It could get interesting. Nonetheless, they took their risks, and it's paid off. Still time for Colorado to make things very interesting, but they have to hurry up. Other scores around the league. Portland at stoppage time up on Minnesota 2-1. Huntsville currently with a shutout on Cincinnati in the 89th minute, 4-0. 2-0 our score. Kamani Stewart-Baines, one of the closer Colorado players to scoring. And right now, Eric Lauta on his way to his 3rd shutout of the year. On the break, come Austin. Dan Shutu. He's waiting for help. Didn't feel he had the advantage one-on-one. Wathuda. Using the run of play, and it's off the side netting. Bilagia kicks the boards from behind in frustration. And not a good sign down low. Eric Lauta a little slow to get up. Thought his foot might have been caught in the netting at first, but he slid pretty hard to protect that far side of the net and went into the back of the woodwork to his 2 feet. Likely will have one of his defenders take the goal kick for him. As scary of a sign that is for Austin FC too. They have one of the best goalkeeping tandems in all of MLS Next Pro, with Charlie Farrer on the bench. He's taken part in 3 matches. Has saved 7, allowed 2, and also has recorded 2 clean sheets. This Austin team has 2 viable options between the sticks. It's often the teams in those scenarios that put themselves in positions for contention for the big trophy come November. Seems like I've said that a lot tonight about contention and what it takes to make a deep run. And this Austin team, well, they simply have it. It's one of the best defensive clubs, like we mentioned. They don't concede a lot. They don't give you chances. They also find a way to score the ball at a pretty good rate. They'd like to see a few more 3 and 4 goal performances on the year. But even in the midst of scoring low, they're winning handedly. Today out shooting Colorado 16-13 and shots on target 7-3. Rapids 2 have about 20 more passes than Austin, but it's the visitors who have the edge in the passing accuracy. Cross intended for Decoto, and the frustration starting to set in as we're about 90 seconds away from stoppage time. That first victory might have to wait for Rapids 2 against Real Monarchs. They'll have a chance. That opponent currently with a record of 2-4-3, going 2 for 3 in PKs. Eric Boucher's side will head back to the drawing board. But having had Rapids 2 for the 3rd time in the last few weeks, Coach Boucher has been a joy to talk to, and he's maintained that positive attitude as there's positive play going forward right now for Colorado. Can they seize this moment? Eric Boucher has told us that they have maintained the intensity and have continued to compete for all 90 minutes, even in the midst of adversity.
The fourth official is indicated.
Cameron, the intended target. 5 minutes of added time are on the clock to close this one out as Dan Chutu. No room to go, and numbers forward. Can they capitalize? Chance on the break, and Stewie has the flag raised on him. He thought he was onside. The Austin players are a bit frustrated. Both sides clearly tired. Right now it will take a miracle for Rapids 2 to come back and send this thing to penalties at least. It's a cool thing about how MLS Next Pro set up. There's always an opportunity for at least one team to get a minimum of 2 points. Of course, if you win in regulation, you pick up 3. No matter what, we go to PKs if there's a draw, and that's where the opportunity to get 2 are. Close range shot. No second chance rebound allowed there by Eric Lauta on the Strelnauer shot. Long ball again. Lisboa Feliciano right now has the game-winning goal. Dan Chutu, near side, Badawia looks for the brace. Unselfish play. And Keenan Ha sends that one right to the chest of Kendall Starks. Not a lot of direction on that ball. Rapids 2 have a chance on the fast break. Just about 3 minutes to go until the approximate end of the match. Austin are tired. Maybe about 15 or 20 minutes ago, we'd see them make that run. Wonder if the atmospheric pressure with the Denver area being a mile high into the sky, that affects play a little bit. But for this Austin team who played on Sunday night, had over a 3-hour delay, then goes on the road to face Colorado and then have to travel back home this weekend. Sure to be they are exhausted. All the travel and with the games being in short confines of each other. Colorado not making it easy, and Eric Lauta frustrated that Rapids 2 are getting into the box as much as they are here late in a stage where Austin is in desperate need of 3 points to remain in contention for the top 4 in the Western Conference. Quick work here from Rapids 2. Sent away by the defender. Cameron comes flying in, and Malta collects. Starks way off his line. Keeps it with Rapids 2. Cameron. Stuart Baines. Tough ball to handle. Wathuda. Nice job of the defense to come together and make it a tough entry. Tackle and right to the pocket goes our head official. Easy yellow card there against Josh Copeland. That's his 3rd on the season. The match beginning to wind down. Again, Austin FC 2 will head home to face St. Louis City 2. Who's currently the 2nd best team in the Western Conference. Rapids 2 will still be in search of their first victory of any kind and will go away from home to battle Real Monarchs a week from today. It is officially Josh Copeland with the yellow. The match nearing its end. Austin will advance to 5 wins, 1 loss, and 3 draws on the year with a penalty kick victory. Rapids 2 will fall to 0-7-3. There is the final whistle, and Austin FC 2 on the road in the midweek come away with a massive 3 points. They make it 3 consecutive shutouts to start the month of May. They are on a roll. And today it was the academy players showing up and showing out. Tonight's man of the match is Eric Lisboa Feliciano of Austin FC 2. And it is presented by Adidas. He recorded the game-winning goal. The match was at a deadlock coming out of the break. And the academy kid who had never recorded a professional goal contribution, making his debut this year, gets this one set up by Mohamed Badawiya for his 2nd assist on the air. And Lisboa Feliciano would bury that chance for his 1st professional goal. To make matters even more interesting, Mohamed Badawiya, another academy product, would record his 1st professional goal for Austin FC 2 today as well. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Josh Lill. Once again, our final score, Austin FC 2 shuts out Colorado Rapids 2, 2-0. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Have a great night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.